and Phoenix do nothing against that. I actually think it'll be decent for Pango.
There's also just no synergy with the Grimstroke ultimate at the moment. You can double dagger.
Yeah,
Double coil.
You don't need it.
Okay, if you say so.
I think what is going to be really useful for that is Phoenix can't really go anywhere. You know, the movement, the restriction is going to be more important than whatever you throw at them. And you can always go for Atoses. You know, you build into stuff that you can throw at them.
And Grim's always good versus NP in the later part of the game because you can just spam it out.
I have a question.
What's the Ramses hero?
Ramses 0 is about to be decided. I have a question.
What is it? Hurry.
All right.
Seconds.
Soulbind is on 2 targets. There's a dagger, but the dagger talent is already with the 3 daggers. Do you throw 6 daggers?
No,
I don't think
you
so.
do not.
Oh.
I will guarantee that.
That's a shame.
I think.
Oh, I hope. I'm sweating now.
I could see Viper come out, or maybe some break mechanic versus PA is always excellent. Anti-BKB spirits themselves.
Ember Spirit.
I'm concerned, guys. It's going to come down to the PA, but.
Game on, let's not mess around with that one. Let's just start afresh. We've got some new drafts, new heroes. Fog, this approach in game 2, is it looking good for VP, or is this time round, would you sort of say, like some of the panel was saying, that OG has got a bit of a better draft?
OG's got this. I mean, they've got very comfort, right? And I believe that they did a similar style in the last game where they had, they have these farmers, but they also have these pressure heroes. And they had Thompson playing an Ember where he just ran around making space. I think we're going to see a similar thing when he's playing a hero like Pango. He's just going to try to run around and make space. And right now, it looks like he's trying to actually bait no one here. They're actually bringing 4 heroes up for it, too.
They've got the dagger slow into the nuke from the Grimstroke, blocking no one off as well. No one, he's going to go down. The tips as well. I mean, OG, no. Last game, it was a bit of it felt like a tilt GG, and what better way to start the second game by killing no one?
Look at the way they did that, though, right? Like, Thompson just walked up the hill, made it so he's like, hey, come at me, like, keep hitting me, and they're chasing him around, and meanwhile, the rest of the team smokes on their high ground, and then just comes and actually gets a free kill for it. And if you look at they're actually continuing to go for dive. They won't be able to get it, but if you look at the items, Ana actually went for, he's got mid items as well on the PA. They both have mid items. He has shared tangos and an orb of venom. So this Orb of Venom is going to allow them to actually go for those type of chase kills. Cool. A little bit of a different approach. A little bit of a different change-up. And now they're running an aggro tri-lane with it. So Seb will be put alone down bottom. And they're actually going to be moving Ramses down there as well, too. So, all right. So OG already getting some pressure and putting VP onto a backfoot. And they even get a D-ward in the mid lane, too, for Thompson now. So immediately get some extra region for himself going.
We did see what in the first game Seb was put on his own in a lane where there was a lot of kill potential between the 2 heroes on VP. Would you say they're pretty much the same here? I mean, I'm looking at what Sand King and an Ember, 2 heroes with lockdown. Seb does have to be a little careful, doesn't he, as the levels go up?
Yeah, he at least has a mobility, though, right?
Sure.
Like Necro, you have to walk. This one, you can skewer, and they're both melee. So if you do actually get a pretty good skewer, you may be able to get a kill under the tower if they dive too far.
Oh, up top, Pasha.
Pasha.
Taking quite a lot of hits here. Jarek's nearly getting it there with the right clicks. The attack slow from the spirits the Pasha had there did keep him alive. Solo. Though, it's going to be a different situation. OG able to run him down and get a second kill on the board.
And Notel dropping 2 HP. The trades can't get him. He's going to suicide.
Ooh.
Top, Seb will get the skewer onto Ramsey to the tower. He will dodge like 1 attack there with the slight, but yeah, OG putting the pressure on with a little bit of a change, right? Putting a PA in an aggro tri-lane, but enabling it because they started him with an Orb of Venom, which makes the PA a lot more threatening. Your dagger always gets that oof going onto the enemy. And, you know, Abaddon plus Grimstroke, they do a lot of damage at level 1. With their miscoil, with their spam, look how much they're dishing out. And they even are now going to be able to get a side pull and deny a bit of the creep wave, too.
And after there's a couple of levels, you know, with the Nephrotic Shield as well, you could play so aggressive. You can get behind that tower onto these heroes. So VP, they've got to be careful up here.
So I think the big thing for VP, though, is this mid matchup, right? Like, no one, once he starts getting some levels online, Thompson's going to start to have a little bit more trouble, but we'll probably see him still be getting fine lasted because he's a Pango. You know, you just swashbuckle for the majority, and no one actually gets, okay, we'll be fine. So some fun later instances that we can hopefully potentially see is, of course, with our lovely Lucky Shot and Grimstroke, we have a nice combo with Phantom's Embrace, where if you do get disarmed and you have Phantom's Embrace on you, you won't be able to kill it in a lot of situations. So we'll have to see which procs come out, because Lucky Shot is going to be a crazy ability in this game versus like how good the silence can actually be, right?
Oh, for sure.
Phoenix, Sand King, Ember, OD, it's a great ability in this game.
Yeah, absolute nightmare for OD. Getting disarmed or silenced, either case, you're going to be pretty useless.
Yeah. Seb's still able to get quite a decent amount down here, as we see on this Magnus. As soon as the wave starts pushing out, that's when he's under a bit more threat. As top, Notel
will go down this time. Pasha just able to simply dive in, swoop forward, take the kill. No-Tail didn't have the mana or any sort of play to go for a miscoil deny. So VP will get themselves a kill onto the scoreboard. Mid lane, Topson tries for Swashbuckle. No one will be able to dodge it. Silence does proc. Topson's got the bolt charge. He's going to continue to chase. TP comes in. Shield crash forward. No one. Well, he's going to go down. One more right click for Topson will do it now. Solo. Got to be a little careful as well. They can. They don't want to. They didn't want to dive any further. Topson did have a Swashbuckle left, but didn't want to play underneath the towers. He is fairly low on the HP.
No one's got to be a little bit more careful just now. I mean, the TP rotation happens, so he doesn't have to worry about the Grimstroke for the next like 30 or 40 seconds or so. But using the Astral when he's that far up on the high ground, right? He was very far up. It allowed Topson to actually make that play. He also got, of course, the lucky shot proc, which allows him to do that. But you kind of have to expect it at this point that he will get at least one of those procs. But Jarax, he actually backs up in smoke, so he might try to go for this play again, thinking that no one might not expect it. But we do see Rogers in the area too.
I mean, this top lane, though, it does continue to look a bit of a mess here for VP. It's just a lane where it's so hard to get anything out of.
Bottom.
Pasha's up there, but he's unable to really hit the creeps. Down bottom, indeed. They're getting low. Can he finish him off? The Ember running himself away. Actually still trying to fight back. They're back in towards the mid. Topson's going to be making that move in onto no one. He's got it once again with the backup of Jerax. They get the kill. Topson is tanking the tower a little bit, and Roger will turn up and get the kill in return. Leads him with the Burrow Strike, and they will find him. Put a 1-for-1.
They're putting a lot of emphasis, though, on making sure that no one gets shut down heavily, right? Like, that's 2 big rotations coming in. And we see Jarax actually goes for the 2 points early in Inkswell. I actually really like that, because the first point in Inkswell, we've seen how much this spell got nerfed, right? The level 2, it's fairly significant amount of damage as well. So that 2-second stun, 200 damage coming into play.
Yeah, and it makes sense as well, because you have these 2 cores who can very easily get on the front line.
Exactly.
Swashbuckle in, dagger and a jump forward. You are going to be able to close that gap and get that benefit of the Inkswell.
Hey, even the Magnus in the later stages. We could even see like high points being put inside of that spell this game. Because it does do a lot of damage if we're able to actually stick on a target. It's 400. It's one of the higher, and also like a 4-second stun. So,
on top lane, Roger will have the cover of the Sandstorm. No detection up there to stop it. Bottom lane, Ramsey's in trouble. Dragged back with the Shockwave. Ramses is gone. A quick rotation from Topson allows them to find that big kill onto the Ember Spirit, slowing down Ramsey's game. The pretty much the core on the map for VP that was having the best of times so far in the lanes.
Jarax is killing it with these rotations on the Grimstroke. He's 0-0 and 5. He's been involved in all of them, and he enables Topson to be able to make those moves because of, like we said, that Inkswell.
Yeah, had a fantastic start in the Shaker in Game 1. And as you say, just continuing that sort of caliber of performance here in the start of Game 2.
Yeah, and now they've even moved Roger up top and with Pasha, and Solo is just actually jungling. And he's under vision of it too, so OG's like, all right, well, their 5-position NP is just going to jungle, so they probably feel pretty good to just make moves around the map. They probably feel really great about their lanes right now on the side of OG. They've got a Magnus free farming bottom. He's got high levels of Empower ready. PA is absolute free farm top. Pango is not farming freely, but he's doing what we kind of expect the Topson to do this game and just run around. Even though it's only 6 minutes in, he's actually just making moves around the map.
We'll see actually around the rune spot. No-Tail will be able to take the DD away from VP. Roger has got the Burrow Strike though. No-Tail could be in a bit of trouble. He's trapped up by the Sprout. The Treant blocks as well, being attempted by Solo, but won't be successful as No-Tail's able to move himself around. No one has moved over for this. They really want to get this kill as it is taking on all the way away from the mid lane. The stun comes out, but in fact the Sprout, No-Tail's going to be knocked outside of it. In fact, he gets the deny off. And no one, he's used the Sanities, but it didn't get the kill. No-Tail was able to turn, miscall, deny. If that doesn't tilt no one, I don't know what will.
Oh my, everything is going wrong for VP right now. Also bottom lane, they do the Inkswell plus RP combo and they just kill Ramses as well. They were trying to, body block the Abaddon because they don't want to hit him. Because if you hit him, you're like, oh god, he's going to deny himself. So they tried really hard, but now there's no OD ult as well. They lose their Ember Spirit, who's not, he's farming okay, but he's getting punished down bottom. Already 2 deaths.
They should get Anna here. They've got 4 heroes and they will find it.
They really need that. They're going to lose probably 1 hero here as Topson will come in with the Rolling Thunder.
You can see VP just sort of banding together now, so the other 4 around no one being like, we've got to make stuff happen, otherwise our OD ain't going to be too happy with the state of this game.
No, definitely not.
They've got to make things happen, and VP, they will do so there.
Top 3 net worths on those cores of OG still, and it's a PA with the top net worth, and now he's going to start getting that max level in power. It's already level 4 per Seb.
I know Roger, of course, is in here. Still lacking detection to deal with him. Sandstorm will end. They've actually got their eyes onto the bigger kill potential, or at least getting Ramses away from farming underneath the tower.
He's 1 creep from 6. He will have it now. Should be much safer. So the reliable stun on OG is still a bit, you know, it's not really there, right? They have like the silences they can get
It's all
off.
the silences and the slows.
It's a lot harder for them to actually just like get a straight stun. They just don't really have it in their lineup, except for that, like, you know, the Magnus RP and the Rolling Thunder, of course.
And after that kill on Anna, Anna is now down on this bottom half of the map, a little bit safer. He has the Magnus nearby, so he can constantly play and farm with the Empower.
They're just prepping for him. Right now, this is prep. He can just make his moves to lanes, but his real thing is just get some levels so that he can do Ancients. Because I've already been seeing OG stacking that whole left side. They have Ancient stacks and
everything. Could be in a bit of trouble here. He's already used the dive, and with the Aphotic Shield on Anna, Anna could just move forward and take him down. That's Pasha gone.
All right, well. Anna now level 6.
Yeah, Anna not only getting farm, but getting kills as well. Seb, he's going to get another one from here as he RP solo, drags him back. There is a Burrow Strike to momentarily hold Anna back, but he's still able to jump forward, chase down solo with the dagger. That's going to be another kill here for the PA. Roger has got the backup of Pasha back in the lane. And the cover of the Sandstorm still lacking the detection. So they will not be able to get that Sand King, but still, Anna's game...
He's getting enabled in kills, and now Empower plus Treads, and what? I think they've got double Ancient Stack. Actually, not that much. Okay, double Ancient Stack and just double Hard Camp. I thought they'd actually stacked it a bit more. Maybe they missed one or two, because I saw Jarex was standing there for quite a bit.
Ooh, top play top, so he nearly got that. Ramses was playing on the edge of his seat.
That was
obviously got hit by the first swashbuckle. And yeah, just did TP out just before Thompson had it back off cooldown, because that would have certainly been a kill on him, as he was sitting on very low HP. Anna, picking up these Ancients. This PA's game, it really is starting to skyrocket very early.
And you can't feel good about this at all on the side of VP. You're playing versus a Magnus PA lineup that has now done incredibly well in the early game, and you can't actually put pressure.
No, and it's a hero pick that does incredibly well against sort of your 3 cores.
Yeah, and like who's going to take a building here on VP? They have the NP, but it's a 5-position NP, so them actually going to group up and take a tower is extremely difficult for VP. So them getting invasive plays to try to kill this PA that's just going to farm the jungle with an Empower is going to be so difficult. This is definitely problematic for VP.
Should get Jarex hit, as he is caught alone on the bottom lane. He has an Ink Swell, but won't get it off in time. So Pasha and Roger will be able to start to put a stop to the reign of the Grimstroke.
They'll get themselves 3 bounties too, so that's nice. That's something coming there for VP, and they now have gotten themselves a closer in that gold. Gives him much needed space to Ramses. As long as they're making moves away from him on the map, he can farm a little bit on this Ember Spirit who struggled.
Thompson is trying to go for Pasha. Pasha does have a Supernova, but on his own can't really, even if he used it, would have probably still been taken down. Roger and Solo have to.
Roger.
Whoa. If he hits this Rolling Thunder, Roger's just straight up dead, and he will.
He might go for more.
Just rolls and gets the kill. Instantly comes out of the Rolling Thunder. He's been empowered, and he's got another swashbuckle. He should be able to chase this one down. Solo will try for the TP out. Thompson unable to get the swashbuckle play, though. Goes for the swashbuckle, but not being sort of the space inside the sprout, it pushes him off to the side, so he won't find Solo. Solo can escape.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to imagine he clicks inside of it, but I guess there's like the sprout plus all the trees there.
He can't land in it.
Yeah. That was pretty huge there for Thompson. Almost, I mean, he just forced so much rotation out of VP, giving more space for his team as now top Ramses will jump to the Remnant and be okay.
He's got to be a little bit, but he's trying to turn around and fight back against this. You know, Seb doesn't have RP, of course. Was used just moments earlier.
No one's getting space too on the OD. He has a Midas finished up with that double no, almost level 10 too. So, you know, they've gotten a little bit out of the map when they've been getting pressured so much from OG. Top Ana, Inkswelled, Ramses.
He didn't have a Remnant out. He only just put one out now, so nothing to be able to instantly jump to. And that means another death here on that Ember. Knocked out of the lane, knocked out of the game.
And they're trying to get themselves some split push going down bottom, so they have brought Solo to at least start to hit the tower. But what we were talking about, you know, they don't really have the greatest tower hit. Kind of on both sides, but OG at least, you know, the Empower, which enables it.
And,
the 5
and soon to be a Desolator, you know.
Soon to be a Desolator, indeed.
That's going to help with the push.
Yeah, pretty interesting build too for Thompson. He's actually gone for a Medallion. He's going for a Solar Crest build.
That's definitely a different one on the Pangolier.
Right? I actually haven't seen that.
I mean, I guess it's just sort of feeling that the timing that they're hitting, he knows what. If he gets that, plus sort of the PA having a Deso, people are going to die very easily.
Roche is definitely going to die very easily too.
You get those objectives as well. Thompson now will be chased. He's got the Rolling Thunder. Will be able to roll out. Now Ramses in trouble. Ramsey did go for the slide. I guess he didn't time the chains. Oh, he didn't have any points in it.
Yeah, no points in it just yet.
Still no points. Okay.
They'll still find Thompson.
Yeah, they'll get him.
And no one will get it. So that's actually just a gift.
That's
right there.
that's a smile back on no one's face for sure.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
imagine.
He's like top net worth again, almost level 12. Well, I'm going to be approaching that level 12.
And with that Midas, he is going to continue to rocket and farm.
Okay.
As long as he gets that space and doesn't end up getting caught out in lanes and sort of hitting the jungle as he is, he shouldn't be.
Yeah. And we did actually see, I was talking about how we might see Jarex go for this max Inkswell build. He did. He actually went 4 points in Inkswell this game because he has so many targets he can throw it on. Not even having a point in his ultimate at the moment. So 2-1-4 on that Grimstroke. I was saying, like, it's 400 damage and a 3.7 stun, right? If you can actually get it to connect, it is extremely powerful. And they have RP.
Yeah, and it's not one of those games where, obviously, like later on the dagger, it's nice. There's nothing that you're really sort of double casting with the ult at this point that's going to be amazing in terms of point target spells on OG's lineup.
Yeah,
what is there?
It would be pretty much your own spells.
Miscoil, your own spell.
It would be your own Phantom's Embrace.
There's nothing insane, like, you know, that Laguna or that single target nuke.
Later, though, you know, those 6 daggers.
Later with the daggers, absolutely. But no, as you say, at this point, you can definitely understand having the extra value in the Inkswell.
That is a it's 1350.
That's a quick one.
So they've got Deso, they've got Medallion. And look, they're looking for this fight around the top rune. Topson.
So you don't get the lucky shot proc onto Ramses. They'll go for the Supernova. Topson's going to continue to roll in with the Rolling Thunder. No tail will be found.
Roger. He's just dead in 3 hits.
Topsy just rolls him over. He's still got the Rolling Thunder going. In fact, he's going to get the 2 of them here with the Swashbuckle. There's the Stuart Fort, the RP as well. That's going to be Roger dead. Maybe they can get more. Anna just jumps straight in. Sep with the double kill. They'll turn towards no one. No one's silenced. Critted to pieces by Anna. Anna jumps in. All 5 dead on VP as OG team wiped them. The Deso timing, it was there. Anna was ready to go. So was the entirety of OG as VP trying to sort of blind the fight up into that area where OG have the high ground. They'll now move on to take that mid tower. There is going to be a TP in from Roger. He's going to come forward to try and... I don't know what the plan was there.
He's just dead.
He just wanted to die, apparently. As that's another quick kill for OG. An unnecessary death from Roger.
And now there's bounties too, so they can go set up for those bounties. Wow, that was quite a series of events. I mean, Topson just pops the Rolling Thunder, and they can't actually do anything to kill him inside of that when he's just distracting 4 heroes in the backlines, or 3 heroes in the backlines while the Phoenix ult's going off. Roger commits forward and gets killed by 2 hits by Ana. So the fight's there like, oh my god, we lost our Sand King already, and then they're all clumped up. They get hit by all of the AoE spells of OG.
Oh,
Solo.
See Solo. Yeah, he heads into the OG's half of the map, but Sep's able to just walk him down with the Inkswell upon him. Solo's dead. So they get the disarm, they don't get the silence. So Ramses will be able to remnant away. Still has to be careful farming out like this. You get unlucky against that lucky shot, you're probably going to die.
I mean, it's pretty crazy how much damage. I mean, this Inkswell, like 4-1-4. When you have the heroes that you can actually put it on, it's really crushing.
Yeah. And look at Anna as well with the Deso, and then if he gets the BKB, he's literally unkillable. They cannot kill the PA once he has a BKB on top of that Deso and Vlad's.
And he got the whole Vlad's after that last fight. So now, I mean, Roche is on the table because in the last one, you know, you're sustained. Sure, you have the Abaddon to heal you guys up, but you're you're a little skeptical. Now you have the full sustain for that Roche. So if they get like 1 or 2 kills, they could just walk into it. They might even just force it now because they have RP up in 20.
Yeah, super nice with the Swashbuckle as well, having that aura for Topson.
Yeah,
he's getting that sort of burst heals, you know, intermittently throughout the team fights. VP, I mean, what sort of VP? What do VP do here to slow this down a little bit?
They at least have Blink on Sand King right now. So like around the pit, if they can try to get some good jump, but it looks like OG's going to kill it just too fast. They got wards down too already. No Tail puts them up on that high ground. Pasha still only level 9 as well.
I mean, can they stop this? As you say, that they've got to get some...
Roger gets his everything cancelled.
I mean, Pasha's going to go in with the Supernova, but they're just going to be able to turn and kill it. That's the sun down. Pasha's gone. That's your 2 big team fires not there. 3
and look
dead.
at the high ground. No one also getting gone on here.
He is in a whole world of trouble too. He'll try and slide himself away. Does have the hold onto Seb. Topson, is he going to continue to chase? He's got another Swashbuckle. No one will go for the TP out by the trees, and that will mean that no one escapes. But still, it's another time where VP, they're losing 3. Ramses will still play around on that mid lane, had the Remnant up top, so will keep himself safe.
It's 22-6, Owen. I mean, they had the whole fight prepared, right? No Tail puts the war on the high ground. They put a sentry. VP, they have like no vision in the pit. Seb just walks up and throws a shockwave to hit Roger, and then Roger's blink is canceled. His epicenter gets canceled as well. Yeah, the fight's like impossible from there. You see Pasha just dies because he's only level 9. It's such a low level egg, and now this is a PA level 14. Deso Vlad's approaching BKB. This game looks impossible.
I mean, you got the full solar crest as well on Topson. I mean, if VP is sort of in that mental state where they called GG as early as they did in game 1, you got to sort of worry about this game too, because it's looking very rocky for them, and it's got to be frustrating to play if you're VP at this point.
Oh, I mean, Absolutely agree. I mean, I look at Ramses. Ramses has phase boots and a drum right now. Look at the net worths. They're not really there. They're not able to stand toe-to-toe versus OG whatsoever inside of these fights. It's just going to be free reign for them. And they even have, they have a mech on top for Seb. So VP doesn't have something in response for that too. So even though they've been losing the fights already, and Seb did have the mech in the last ones, he has it, and now he's going to have, I believe, a full Guardian Greaves too.
Absolutely. It's as you say, you just look at this from a sort of a viewpoint in items. It's like, well, they're winning the fights, now they have more items. That's the only thing that's changed. VP, they don't have more items.
Yeah.
It's simple maths, as it seems.
They're just losing control faster and faster. And Anna recognizes, he's like, I don't need a BKB, just like, I mean, maybe I do need it, but you know what? I can just get a Basher for now because I have an Aegis. I feel a little bit more confident here. We're just going to walk high ground.
I mean, and at this point, is much of this sort of the way that this game's going, would you say, can you attribute any of it to the fact that they are... Goodbye, Solo. That they're running these two heroes that have the two Midases? Like, how much of a hindrance is that for VP? Like, did you have to get them on these heroes?
Well, we're going to see, but no one is just going to probably die in this one, as Roger does get a pretty good impale, but gets caught by the stun.
He's still dead. I mean, no one's going to surely die as well as they surround him. The OD is gone. That G key might get a bit of usage soon. Yep. If you're VP.
Look at Anna. He's just in the base, jumps forward beyond godlike.
And there it is. Of course, that GG. At this time round, I don't blame them for this GG. This one was... But I guess after that game one, VP just tilted out the game and they